projected 50% increase in legal and immigration services market by 2025, effects on the legal technology and humanitarian aid sectors.
Introduction.
The legal and immigration services market is poised for substantial growth with projections indicating a 50% increase by 2025. This anticipated expansion is expected to have far-reaching implications across various sectors, particularly in legal practices, technology integration, and humanitarian aid efforts. Understanding these impacts will be crucial for stakeholders involved in these fields to adapt effectively and capitalize on emerging opportunities.
Legal sector, transformation and innovation. 1. Technological advancements.
The evolution of the legal market is being driven largely by technological innovation. Reports highlight the increasing necessity for law firms to implement advanced technologies, particularly generative AI. These technologies are set to enhance productivity, streamline processes, and provide better client service. The shift from traditional billing methods to client-centered pricing structures is becoming more prevalent,
prompting firms to rethink their business models.
The Thomson Reuters 2025 report emphasizes that law firms must prioritize technology investments to stay competitive. As firms explore the integration of AI, they will also need to address challenges related to the ethical implications and the reliability of AI-generated legal advice.
2. Evolving workforce dynamics. The legal workforce is undergoing significant transformation.
There is a noticeable trend towards hiring experienced professionals through lateral hires rather than focusing on junior associates. This shift is reflective of the industry's response to increasingly complex legal issues that require seasoned expertise.
Moreover, firms are exploring new talent models that prioritize flexibility and specialization. The rise of remote work and gig economies has compelled law firms to reassess their staffing strategies and adopt more agile operational structures.
3. Market conditions and demand fluctuations.
Despite the strong performance of law firms in 2024, there are concerns regarding potential economic downturns and geopolitical uncertainties that could impact demand in 2025.
Historically, periods of instability often lead clients to seek legal counsel to navigate risks which could stabilize demand in the legal market. Additionally, the outcome of the U.S. presidential election may further influence market dynamics, potentially leading to increased legal needs in response to regulatory changes. Immigration services sector, growth and challenges. 1. Increased demand for immigration services. The immigration services sector is expected to mirror the growth of the legal market, driven by evolving immigration policies and the complex needs of individuals navigating these processes. As more individuals seek legal assistance with immigration-related matters, the demand for qualified legal professionals in this field will rise significantly.
2. Collaboration with humanitarian aid organizations.
The growing need for immigration services is likely to necessitate closer collaboration between legal professionals and humanitarian organizations.
Vulnerable populations,
including refugees and asylum seekers, require comprehensive support that includes legal representation and humanitarian aid. The integration of services will be critical in addressing the multifaceted needs of these communities.
3. Policy changes and their implications.
The direction of immigration policy in the United States will play a pivotal role in shaping the landscape of immigration services. Anticipated changes may lead to increased demand for legal advice and representation,
particularly as new regulations are implemented. Legal practitioners will need to stay informed and agile to respond to these shifts effectively. Technological integration, shaping the future. 1. Embracing generative AI and other technologies.
The legal sector's adoption of generative AI and other technological innovations is not just a trend, it is a necessity for survival in a competitive market. Law firms that effectively implement these technologies are likely to see enhanced efficiency and improved client outcomes. The shift towards technology-driven practices will redefine traditional roles within firms and necessitate ongoing training and development.
2. Data privacy and ethical considerations.
As technology becomes more integrated into legal and immigration services,
issues related to data privacy and ethics will come to the forefront.
Firms will need to establish robust policies and practices to safeguard sensitive information and ensure compliance with regulations. Ethical considerations surrounding the use of AI in legal decision-making will also require careful scrutiny.
3. Innovations in client engagement. Technological advancements will also influence how law firms engage with their clients. The move towards more transparent client-centered approaches will necessitate the use of digital tools for communication and service delivery.
Firms must adapt to these changes to meet the evolving expectations of clients who increasingly demand accessibility and responsiveness.
Humanitarian aid sector, responding to legal needs.
1. Increasing demand for comprehensive support. With the projected rise in immigration and legal services, humanitarian aid organizations will face heightened demand for their services. As individuals navigate complex immigration processes,
the need for integrated support services will become even more critical. Humanitarian aid organizations will need to collaborate with legal professionals to provide holistic assistance to those in need. 2. Advocacy and policy influence.
Humanitarian organizations will also play a vital role in advocating for policy changes that support vulnerable populations. Their insights into the challenges faced by immigrants and refugees will be essential in shaping legal reforms and ensuring that the needs of these groups are adequately addressed.
3. Training and capacity building.
As the demand for services grows, humanitarian organizations will need to invest in training and capacity building for their staff. Equipping personnel with the necessary legal knowledge and skills will enable them to provide effective support to clients navigating immigration processes.
Conclusion.
The projected 50% increase in the legal and immigration services market by 2025 presents both opportunities and challenges across various sectors.
Legal practitioners must embrace technological advancements,
adapt their business models, and remain responsive to changing market conditions to thrive in this evolving landscape. The immigration services sector will need to enhance collaboration with humanitarian aid organizations to address the complex needs of vulnerable populations effectively. As stakeholders across these sectors prepare for the anticipated growth, continued innovation and adaptability will be essential in navigating the multifaceted challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. The intersection of legal technology and humanitarian efforts will be crucial in ensuring that the needs of clients and communities are met in a rapidly changing environment. The projected 50% increase in the legal and immigration services market by 2025 brings with it several counterintuitive insights that challenge conventional wisdom regarding growth, technology adoption, and workforce dynamics in these sectors.
1. Economic downturns may drive legal demand. Traditionally,
one might assume that economic downturns would lead to decreased demand for legal services as companies and individuals tighten their budgets.
However, the opposite may hold true.
Economic instability often results in increased legal inquiries as clients seek counsel to mitigate risks associated with layoffs, contract disputes, and compliance issues.
This suggests that law firms may benefit from crises rather than suffer losses, which counters the typical expectation that financial hardship leads to a decrease in service spending. 2. Generative AI as a driver of traditional practices. While there is a common perception that technology, particularly generative AI, will completely overhaul how legal work is performed, the reality may be that it enhances traditional practices rather than replaces them. Law firms that embrace generative AI will not only streamline processes but will also retain the essence of human oversight and expertise. This hybrid model underscores a nuanced relationship between technology and the legal profession, where innovation complements rather than supplants established practices.
3. Shift toward experienced talent may stifle innovation. The legal industry is witnessing a trend toward hiring more experienced professionals while downplaying the recruitment of junior associates. This inclination may seem beneficial in terms of immediate expertise but can stifle long-term innovation. Junior associates often bring fresh perspectives and adaptability that can inspire new approaches and technologies. As firms look to navigate the complexities of a changing market, a balanced workforce that includes both seasoned and younger professionals may prove crucial for sustained innovation and adaptability. 4. Client-centric models may increase costs. The move away from traditional billable hours toward more client-centric pricing models is widely regarded as a positive shift that prioritizes value over time. However, this could inadvertently lead to increased costs for clients. As law firms develop more customized services and solutions, they may find themselves charging premium rates for these tailored offerings, which could ultimately place a financial burden on clients seeking accessible legal support. 5. Immigration services growth may not equate to improved access. The anticipated growth in immigration services may intuitively suggest better access for individuals seeking legal assistance. However, the reality may be more complex. Increased demand can lead to a bottleneck effect where service providers struggle to meet the heightened needs, resulting in longer wait times and potentially reduced quality of service. This paradox highlights the necessity for strategic planning and resource allocation in the immigration sector to ensure that growth translates into actual improvements in service delivery. 6. Technological investments as a risk factor. It is commonly believed that investing in technology is a surefire way to enhance productivity and competitiveness. However, for many law firms, substantial technological investments can also represent significant risks, particularly if those technologies become obsolete or fail to deliver the expected returns. Firms may find themselves in a precarious position if they overinvest in technologies that do not align with their strategic goals, leading to wasted resources and potential financial strain.
7. Collaboration between sectors may not yield immediate benefits. While the integration of legal technology in humanitarian sectors is often viewed as a pathway to enhanced service delivery, the reality may be that such collaboration takes time to develop and may not yield immediate benefits.
Establishing effective partnerships requires overcoming institutional barriers, aligning objectives, and coordinating efforts, which can lead to delays and frustrations.
This challenges the assumption that collaboration will always lead to quick improvements in service provision.
These counterintuitive insights reveal the complexities and nuances of the projected growth in the legal and immigration services market.
As firms navigate these changes, understanding these dynamics will be crucial for their long-term success and sustainability.
The anticipated 50% increase in the legal and immigration services market by 2025 is a significant indicator of how various sectors will evolve, yet several crucial aspects of this report may be overlooked by many.
Here are some important content elements that deserve more attention along with their significance. 1. Shift to generative AI in legal practices.
While the report mentions the implementation of technology,
the specific impact of generative AI is often underestimated.
Generative AI is not just a tool for efficiency, it is a transformative force that can fundamentally change how legal services are delivered. Law firms that do not adapt to this shift risk obsolescence. Generative AI can streamline document creation, enhance legal research, and assist in predicting case outcomes, allowing firms to provide more accurate and faster services. Significance: the failure to recognize the potential of generative AI can lead to a competitive disadvantage. Firms that embrace this technology can not only reduce costs but also improve client satisfaction through quicker turnaround times and more personalized services.
This technological evolution will also reshape the talent pool,
as firms will need tech-savvy lawyers who can leverage these tools effectively.
2. Evolving talent models.
The report highlights a trend toward hiring experienced lateral associates rather than focusing on junior associates.
This shift may seem minor but reflects deeper changes in the legal landscape.
The demand for seasoned professionals indicates a growing complexity in legal challenges, particularly in immigration and regulatory matters. Significance: ignoring this trend could undermine a firm's ability to maintain quality and expertise. As clients face more intricate legal hurdles, the reliance on experienced talent becomes critical. Law firms must adapt their recruitment and training strategies to ensure they have the necessary expertise to navigate these complexities. This shift also speaks to a larger issue of how firms value experience versus potential, which could affect mentorship and development within the legal profession. 3. Changing client expectations. The report notes a shift from traditional billable hours to more client-centered pricing models. This transition is significant because it indicates a broader change in client expectations. Clients are increasingly seeking value over time spent, pressing firms to find ways to demonstrate efficiency and effectiveness. Significance: the importance of understanding these changing expectations cannot be overstated. Firms that continue to adhere to outdated pricing models risk alienating clients who prioritize transparency and cost control. A focus on value-based pricing will require firms to rethink their service delivery models and consider innovative ways to measure success beyond billable hours, such as client satisfaction and outcomes. 4. Interconnection with humanitarian aid. The report briefly touches on the necessity for collaboration between legal professionals and humanitarian aid organizations in the immigration sector. This aspect, while included in the summary, might not receive the attention it deserves. The intersection of legal and humanitarian efforts is becoming increasingly essential as immigration issues grow in complexity and urgency. Significance: failing to appreciate this collaborative dynamic could lead to missed opportunities for holistic solutions that address the needs of vulnerable populations. By working together, legal professionals and humanitarian organizations can create more comprehensive support systems for immigrants, ensuring not only legal compliance but also social welfare. This collaboration is vital in a landscape where immigration policies are frequently changing and can have profound impacts on people's lives. 5. Economic and geopolitical considerations. The report acknowledges potential economic downturns and geopolitical uncertainties impacting the legal services market. While this may seem like a standard cautionary note, the implications of these factors are profound. Economic instability often leads to increased legal disputes, as businesses and individuals seek to navigate uncertainty. Significance: the interplay between economic conditions and the demand for legal services should not be understated. Firms must prepare for potential surges in demand for legal services during times of crisis, as clients often seek legal advice to mitigate risks. Understanding this relationship can help firms strategize better and allocate resources effectively during fluctuating market conditions. 6. Long-term sustainability and innovation. The report emphasizes the need for law firms to prioritize innovation for sustainable growth. However, the concept of sustainability often gets sidelined in favor of immediate profitability. Many firms may overlook the long-term benefits of investing in innovative practices and technologies. Significance: a short-term focus can jeopardize future stability and growth. Firms that invest in innovation today will be better positioned to adapt to future challenges and changes in the market. This foresight is crucial, especially as technology continues to evolve rapidly. The failure to innovate can lead to stagnation, while proactive firms can leverage emerging technologies and practices to secure a competitive edge. Conclusion: as the legal and immigration services market is set to grow significantly by 2025, understanding the nuances of this change is critical. The highlighted elements: generative AI's impact, evolving talent models, changing client expectations, collaboration with humanitarian efforts, economic considerations, and the importance of long-term innovation, are crucial for law firms and immigration service providers navigating this evolving landscape. By paying attention to these often overlooked details, stakeholders can better position themselves to thrive in a competitive and rapidly changing environment. 1. Technology implementation in the legal sector. The integration of advanced technologies, especially generative AI,
is set to redefine the legal landscape.
Law firms must strategically invest in technology to enhance productivity and adapt to the changing market dynamics. This shift not only challenges traditional billing models but also emphasizes a client-centered approach, which is crucial for sustainable growth. 2. Evolving talent models. The legal workforce is undergoing significant changes, moving towards hiring experienced professionals rather than focusing on junior associates. This evolution reflects the industry's need for experts who can handle complex legal matters, aligning with the increasing demand for specialized legal services in a growing immigration market. 3. Impact of economic and geopolitical factors. While the legal market shows strong performance in 2024, uncertainties such as economic downturns and geopolitical tensions could lead to fluctuating demand in 2025. However, historical patterns indicate that during such times clients often seek legal counsel to mitigate risks, which could help stabilize demand for legal services. 4. Collaboration between legal and humanitarian sectors. The projected growth in the immigration services sector will require enhanced collaboration between legal professionals and humanitarian aid organizations. Addressing the complex needs of vulnerable populations navigating immigration processes necessitates a multifaceted approach, underscoring the importance of partnerships across sectors to provide comprehensive support. 1. The Great Migration 1910s to 1930s. This period saw a massive movement of African Americans from the rural South to urban areas in the North and West, driven by a combination of economic opportunities and escape from racial oppression. The legal and humanitarian implications were profound, leading to the establishment of various organizations aimed at assisting migrants and advocating for their rights.
The U.S. government and local institutions had to adapt legal frameworks to address the influx and the new social dynamics in urban centers.
2. The refugee crisis post-World War II 1945-1950s. Following World War II, millions of displaced persons sought refuge across Europe and beyond. This resulted in significant legal and humanitarian efforts to resettle refugees, culminating in the establishment of the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees (UNHCR) in 1950. The legal frameworks around immigration and asylum were transformed, influencing policies that continue to resonate today. This crisis catalyzed advancements in international humanitarian law and the protection of vulnerable populations. 3. The Immigration and Nationality Act of 1965. This landmark legislation radically changed the landscape of U.S. immigration policy by abolishing the national origins formula, which had heavily favored European immigrants. It opened the doors for immigrants from Asia, Africa, and Latin America, significantly altering the demographic fabric of the nation. The act had profound implications for legal services as it necessitated a more complex understanding of immigration law and increased demand for legal assistance for new immigrants navigating the system. The projected 50% increase in the legal and immigration services market by 2025 is anticipated to create a ripple effect across various sectors, particularly in legal practice, technology integration, and humanitarian aid. This outlook encompasses key trends, opportunities, and challenges that stakeholders in these sectors will face.
Legal sector transformation.
1. Adoption of innovative business models. Law firms will need to shift from traditional practices to more innovative business models.
This involves embracing client-centric approaches,
where services are tailored to meet specific client needs rather than sticking to conventional billing methods like the billable hour. Firms that can pivot effectively will likely see significant growth. 2. Technological integration. The integration of advanced technologies, particularly generative AI, will play a crucial role in the legal sector's evolution. Firms that invest strategically in technology can enhance productivity, streamline workflows, and provide more efficient services. Technologies such as AI-driven legal research tools and automated document generation will become standard, allowing lawyers to focus on higher-value tasks.
3. Workforce dynamics. The legal workforce is evolving.
With a shift towards hiring experienced professionals, lateral hires rather than focusing heavily on junior associates. This reflects the industry's demand for expertise to navigate increasingly complex legal landscapes. Firms will need to adapt their hiring and training strategies accordingly. For her response to economic fluctuations, while the legal market may face potential downturns due to economic instability or geopolitical uncertainties, historical trends suggest that demand for legal services often increases during such times as clients seek legal counsel to manage risks. Therefore, law firms should prepare to adapt their strategies in response to these fluctuations.
Immigration services growth.
The immigration services sector is poised for substantial growth driven by increased demand for services related to changing immigration policies and the complexities faced by individuals seeking legal status.
This growth will necessitate
1. Collaboration with humanitarian organizations, as the demand for immigration services rises.
There will be an increased need for collaboration between legal professionals and humanitarian aid organizations.
This partnership will be critical in addressing the needs of vulnerable populations, ensuring they receive the support and representation they require. 2. Technology utilization. Just as in the legal sector, technology will play a vital role in immigration services. Tools such as case management software and AI-driven analytics will help streamline processes and improve service delivery, allowing organizations to handle larger caseloads efficiently. 3. Policy advocacy. With changing political landscapes influencing immigration policies, there will be a heightened need for advocacy work within the sector.
Legal professionals will play a key role in shaping policies that affect immigration processes,
ensuring that they align with humanitarian values and legal standards.
Humanitarian aid sector.
The anticipated growth in legal and immigration services will also impact the humanitarian aid sector in several ways. 1. Increased funding and resources. As the demand for legal and immigration services grows, there is potential for increased funding and resources from government and nonprofit organizations aimed at supporting vulnerable communities. This influx of resources will allow humanitarian organizations to expand their reach and impact. 2. Focus on holistic support. Humanitarian aid organizations may need to expand their services to include legal assistance as part of their offerings. By integrating legal support with other forms of aid, these organizations can provide more comprehensive assistance to individuals navigating complex immigration issues. 3. Training and capacity building. Humanitarian organizations will need to invest in training their staff on legal matters related to immigration. This will enable them to provide accurate information and support to individuals seeking assistance, fostering a more informed and supportive environment for clients.
Conclusion.
The projected growth in the legal and immigration services market by 2025 presents both opportunities and challenges across multiple sectors. Law firms and immigration service providers must prioritize innovation, adaptability, and collaboration to navigate this evolving landscape successfully. The integration of technology, evolving workforce dynamics, and shifting client expectations will be central to thriving in this rapidly changing environment. As stakeholders in the legal, technology, and humanitarian sectors work together, they will play a crucial role in addressing the multifaceted needs of clients and communities, ensuring that the benefits of this market growth are realized across the board. The future will require a proactive approach to change, emphasizing the importance of strategic partnerships, technological advancements, and a commitment to social justice and support for vulnerable populations.